you want me to stay?
Yes, please.
Yeah, I'll stay. I'll stay until the start of this final race.
All right, sounds good, my man.
Yeah, because I'm not much helps during the race because I'm like 20 seconds behind.
Yeah, which I do apologize for. It's just
I
trying
know,
to
but
get
that's
everything done.
normal. No, don't worry. That's normal. That's normal. That's usual streaming stuff. I can't join the lobby first because we don't know if we're gonna have the 15 guys, and I don't have my PSN subscription, and I cannot get it right away. So there's no way for me to join for now.
Yeah, that's
So
fair.
let me know when you want to go back live, and I'll be here and I can chat with you for a little while.
All right, but we actually have plenty of time, to be honest with you. We have like 15 minutes until the lobby is actually made. But if you want, I can quickly go back and have our voices on, so we can potentially discuss about like you personally and what brought you to GT Champions and stuff like that. What do you think?
Yeah, sure. If you want to go back live, we can do that. Yep.
All right, sure. Let me just unmute ourselves. All right, you ready?
Yep, brave.
All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back at it. Welcome back after the short break. The lobby isn't made up quite yet. We're still waiting on when the lobby will be made, which is actually going to be like around 13 minutes time. Going to be right as it hits the half-hour mark. But for the time being, Presidio had to take an early leave. He has some stuff going on in the background with his family, and but we're still here with Pixteca from High Pre. Pixteca, how you doing, my man?
Yeah, doing good. Enjoying the races.
Honestly,
checking out who's fast out there. Checking out who wants to do some fights on track. So it's been fun.
Honestly, I've been enjoying it as well, of course. It's been an extraordinary event to kick off the Porsche Cup. And I'm gonna be honest with you, when I first took on this commentary job to do the commentary for the Porsche Cup, I knew I was gonna be doing the qualifying, like all of them, but I didn't realize it was gonna be this enjoyable. Like, cause usually when someone tells you, oh, you're gonna have like maybe like a 4-hour, maybe even close to enough to like a 5-hour stream just to do commentary for 3 divisions, a lot of people would back away, and I've always come in here with high hopes, and those requirements, well, not requirements, but like those optional quests, we'll say, have definitely been met to full completion, and I've honestly been enjoying every single minute of it. And plus with you guys, with the amount of dedication that you guys back at Team High Pre do an exceptional job with both the graphics, with driving out there. We saw Average Tom unfortunately had the big incident with his wheel, but yeah, honestly, I just knew I had to return the favor in some way.
Yeah, I think I guess that's an issue for endurance races. You know, you're gonna have a 3-hour race, a 4-hour race, and maybe the initial thought is, what am I going to talk about? But when you have this mode action on track, it makes it easy for you.
Exactly, and it just makes it doesn't just actually make it easy, but also makes it more enjoyable, especially having like the chat up, seeing how many people are interacting with each other in the chat, to see that community grow, to see everyone just have a positive outcome in the races, even if they had like a big incident in that. Like we saw Ninja Kid, he said that he got punted off, he didn't like complain and had a hissy fit. It's qualifying, and he really enjoyed it overall, and it's good to see that positivity, even if you didn't have a good race compared to the other people out there on the track. The only thing is just that, like, of course we're looking for quality, but we're also looking for quality not just on the track, but also of character, and we just love to see that.
Yeah, and I think it's understandable if an incident like that or an issue with your equipment happens. It's understandable to be demoralized, because we know it's a game, we know it's a competition, and it's still you practice for it and you prepare and you wait a week to do your weekly hour of racing and everything. So I think it's understandable to be demoralized when something like that happens.
Exactly, and but these people push through those negative thoughts and just find the most positive way of any outcome in any sort of race. Of course, if there's a big incident, of course they'll like have a conversation with them, but that's all they would do. They'll have a little bit of conversation, they'll have a little bit of a debate, but it doesn't make it any like they don't make it like completely where they go personal about it and start talking about their family and just making it like a whole like crap show in a way. They just everyone has like a lot of mad respect for each other, and I'm just glad to be a part of it, to be honest with you.
Yeah, and I think that's something that GT Champions is trying to do a good job. As you know, I am not a member of GT Champions. We are partners, and something that we like from GT Champions is that we see that they try to keep it organized, try to keep it clean, try to keep it friendly, on track with a team of stewards, and off track. And by off track, I mean the server, because yeah, I mean sometimes a guy can have an incident with someone else on track, and after the race, he's going to hop on the server and say, "Hey, man, what happened here? What happened there?" That's always going to happen. You know, you can't predict what people are going to say or do, but you have to keep attention to how things go. So I mean, I've seen people in GT Champions, the mods and the admins, have a look at stuff and hey guys, let's keep it civil. We're going to do this and we're going to do that, and they're doing a great job. That's something that I really like from being a partner with GT Champions, because these are good organizers. So we're
Oh,
proud to support them.
yeah, they do an exceptional job. But one thing I do want to actually ask you, as it's kind of like a mid break interview with you, Pixteca. I've actually seen a lot of the cars out there actually with what's called with Average Tom when it was out there. A few of the High Priest supporters in the first heat race. And also with the graphic that we currently have on the board, concert mood. You've been having that a lot of your liveries recently, and I was gonna say, do you wanna describe who they are and what they mean to Hypre?
Yeah. If possible, I like to give a shout out to these guys, because they are our partners and sponsors. We're a small team, but we're trying to grow and to create stuff. And Consumula is basically our sponsors. They do support us economically with a little bit of support, which of course in turns goes out to tools that our drivers need. These guys are a music podcast. He's a guy for here from Mexico, and he has a podcast in English which covers specifically music and concerts. He goes to concerts and reviews them, or if a new album is launched, he will review it. So basically that's what concert would do. They're a podcast, and we're proud and happy to have them on board with us, because they are the first guys that decided to support us. Showa 35 millimeters is a Instagram profile, also a friend who he recovers all photographs from the Showa era in Japan, and
Ah, okay.
and he scans them and he restores them digitally, and then he posts them to his Instagram profile. So this may be like a really old 1960s picture, and he found it somehow in Japan, and he digitizes it and he corrects it, and then he posts it on social media for people to enjoy. So you can check out that Instagram account. Also a great
That
account.
That's actually
Yeah.
interesting. So basically, they would take like because I've actually seen stuff like that actually, where they would take like old pictures that are like in black and white, and actually add color to them, and try to make them a little bit more modernized to see what the fashion sense back then would look like with the colors with the color scheme on the picture. Is that kind
Yeah.
of what they do as well?
Yeah, sort of. These are positive photos. I
Yep.
don't remember how you call them in English, but yes, these are not negatives. These are mostly positives, or sometimes negatives, and in black and white or in color. But they're all from the Showa era, which is amazing because he has managed to get people from Japan to send the pictures to him in Ireland, or he on his trips he finds old photos, and he takes them back with him to Ireland and scans them, and he does not modify them, he just restores them, and that's just it, loving old photography, and sharing it online.
Absolutely love it. And of course, as we do have a few more minutes until that lobby will be made, I have two more questions for you actually, Pixteca. The first one, um, of course, your socials, that is going to be on Twitter and Instagram, where it's high underscore pre, for both Instagram and Twitter. And same goes with the what's it called, with your website, where it's highpre.com.mx. So if you guys want to see what High Pre is all about, please go and follow them up on their Twitter and their Instagram, and go visit the High Pre website as well. And I've actually heard that recently you've had some major accomplishments with High Pre. In particular, a iRacing e-NASCAR driver, if you know who I mean.
Yeah, actually two accomplishments. One of them is exactly one of the drivers that raced in Group 1, PX7 John, Jonathan Schwartz. He raced this week in the eNASCAR College Series, which you can imagine how huge that is for him.
Yeah, exactly.
Um, his race was broadcasted in the official iRacing channel, and he did a great race because he started P37 and finished P13. So great fuel management, great tire management, and just gained 25 positions for a great finish.
Wow,
And
where
hopefully
did he
we'll see.
finish? First place?
Oh, P13.
Oh, that's still a very good race.
Yeah, but from P37 to P13, that was
That's
great.
extraordinary.
Yeah, so hopefully we'll see him again in the E college in the E NASCAR college series, and representing his Pitt University, which should make him really proud to wear his college colors.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah, and the other big accomplishment we had was the 500 hours of 500, the Daytona 500. With our driver John YDG.
Yeah.
He won his split in the Daytona 500 iRacing in his session. It was not top split, but still a huge accomplishment for him and the team.
And that is extraordinary to see High
Yeah.
Pre breaking through the boundaries. And I've actually I actually have a very good friend that's currently in eNASCAR for iRacing. There's this guy called Miguel Gomes, as he's a Portuguese
Okay.
driver, and he actually has a sponsor of his own that he represents, and I actually used to be a part of. It's a cryptocurrency, and they do an exceptional job as well. Like he is a pretty top end racer, and I think that we could potentially see those two race against each other, and I think that that could be very good for
Yeah.
Hypre and for Miguel as well.
Yeah, that would be really fun. Yeah.
Honestly, love to see that. It looks like we just hit the half an hour mark. We're still waiting on the lobby to be made. I don't see it up as of yet, but we'll be very soon. And Pixteca, before we actually go into the lobby, is there any other than of course concert mood and Showa 35 millimeter, same as well as the drivers out there? Is there anyone else that you want to give a quick shout out to?
Yeah. As you see in my graphics, we have there also Boys, which is one of our drivers, and Mutante Coffee Roasters, which is a partner, our official coffee provider. But actually, the real shout out that I want to give to our all the guys in the team, because they're amazing. They just are great guys, and I love to have them on board. Too many to list, but they all know who they are. So really want to thank them, and hope they are enjoying being a part of the team, and I hope they stick with us for a while, because we want to make it fun for them. And of course, thank you to GTC and Chris Presidio, and to you, Justin, for all the work you're doing, and for being here with us for this Porsche season.
And I want to give the thanks back as well. My job wouldn't be as entertaining and as much of a privilege without you and High Pre's dedicated work to get all of the graphics up, to get that publicity as well. Also bringing in a supply of drivers to build GTC even higher, and with your graphics as well, building me more as a commentator. And it's just very enjoyable to have a lot of people in the loop about GTC, and also High Pre, and it's just very I feel very privileged to be a part of this and to have you guys by my side. So again,
Yeah.
I should be the one giving many thanks to you and to GTC and Presidio as well. Same to the guys back at home who's been enjoying it, and also actually a few of them actually tell me when like there's something going on that I can easily fix, or if there's something going on that we have to deal with, and I'll just have to try and manage it. And they build me more as a commentator as well with you guys as well. So really do appreciate every single one of you guys helping me, and helping GTC become one of the biggest leagues out there in Gran Turismo.
Thank you. Glad to do it, and of course, thank you to all the people out there following GT Champions, not only here on the stream, but also on their different channels.
Exactly, and honestly, it just builds up that publicity even more. We also get to see the POV of the drivers, to see like how they take certain situations on the track as well, and it's just love to see that. And again, guys, sneaking in to watch the third heat, says Presidio. Good to have you in. And I do want to remind you guys as well, for High Pre, GT, the Porsche Cup for GT Champions, the Porsche Series, it wouldn't be without the PWR with Presidio and his team, or with High Pre with Pixteca and their team back at Mexico and all over the world at this point. So again, guys, for High Pre, please make sure that you go down to Instagram and Twitter, that is HY_PRIX, to see their notifications and their updates on all of their drivers and themselves as a community. And also, if you want to see more information about High Pre, please make your way down towards their website, www.highpre.com.mx, to see all what High Pre does and where they're associated with GT Champions. Please make sure that you make your way down to gtchampions.com, so you can get all the information about stats, about info about the different links and races that we run, and it just builds the community even more. But now we find ourselves back into the Group 3 run for the third heat race here for the GT Champions Porsche Cup, powered by High Pre and presented by RWB Racing. And now, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be the last race of the day. Only an hour and a half left of beautiful racing for GT Champions. And actually, Pixteca, you're going to be staying with us for the qualifying and then leaving just before the race, correct?
Yeah. Keeping you company for a couple of minutes more.
And I love that. Appreciate it, my man. Really do appreciate it. But now, let's actually get out there on the track now to see how these drivers for the third heat race are making themselves go. But But yeah, any special names out there that you can recognize, Pixteka?
Well, a lot of Australian flags out there. Good morning to everyone in Australia, getting ready for this lobby, and yeah, a couple of guys there that I see, like you say, Blaze there with an amazing livery.
Honestly extraordinary. And this is a pretty good run up here, ladies and gentlemen. The same old story back in Heat 1 and Heat 2, where we're here in the Porsche 911 RSR from 2017 here at the Lago. Oh crap, Presidio did say it a few seconds ago.
Maggiore.
Maggiore, thank you. Maggiore.
Yep.
And the East track, of course, so a little bit of a shorter track, where the tire compounds that these drivers are eligible to use is going to be from the maximum the maximum of racing softs to the minimum of the wets, 2 times the wear on those tires, and same goes with the fuel consumption, 2 times the consumption for them. And for the qualifying rules, all drivers can use whatever tire or strategy they want to set their fastest time in practice, and that will set the grid. And if you guys want to see all of that information of the Porsche Cup, again, make your way down to the GT Champions website of gtchampions.com. and you can get all of that good information. But now let's see. So far it's going to be Broccolilli, Isa Broccolilli, who currently has the fastest lap out there, 117.380, and I think that is one of the fastest that we've seen, actually. Am I wrong?
Yeah, on a full tank, like just like Presidio says on the chat. So I think we're gonna have some really good laps in here.
Honestly, it's going to be some extraordinary laps that we're going to be witnessing to. And I just saw as well, Jay's on my Twitch as well, and first time chatter. Let's go, freak and badass. And also thank you so much for the follow as well, my man. Thank you so much for coming down to give the support to GT Champions for their Push Cup. Porsche Cup, not push. They're not push. But yeah, that's what happens when you speak for like about at this point now 3.5 hours on to do commentary. Your mind just starts to like drift off and you start to hallucinate. You know, you see it push, Presidio, Pikes Tika, and then of course it's all jokes. But yeah, again, guys, thank you so much for coming in and showing off the support of this beautiful, beautiful league and beautiful, beautiful people as well.
Yeah, that's something that will usually happen to you when you say a word too many times. It starts to lose a sense of what the word even means.
Yeah, and Presidio is saying in the chat as well, the Push Cup. That could be the next series. Yeah, the Push Cup, where it will be a drag strip on like bumper drafting. Bump drafting right there. That'll be the Push Cup. But
yeah, or we can rebrand this one from zero.
It'll be like the knockoff of GT Champions. It'll be TG Championes or something. But yeah, so far it's been some very, very good events. If you guys are just queuing in, welcome to the GT Champions Porsche Cup, powered by High Pre and presented by RWB Racing. As this is going to be a very, very good event. As it goes, actually, ladies and gentlemen, from 1st to 5th, will be eligible to go into the first division. Where that would actually be commentated and put on all of the GT Champions socials and my social on my Twitch, because that's just how my OBS decides to work for some weird reason. But yeah, just gotta love to have it, and this could actually be potentially going on 12 Ounce Sports Network. So if that actually does go live, I want to welcome in all of those viewers as well to GT Champions, as it's a beautiful, beautiful community with some beautiful, beautiful people as well. And next thing, so first it was then it was man, now it's just beautiful to see how many drinks these guys will have back at home.
Justin, what about you? What do you race? Do you? I mean, I understand that what do you do enjoy and really love is commentary, but what about you? Do you race? Do you do sim racing?
I used to do a lot of racing. Like I used to get into like the Formula One scene a lot. and then that has turned into commentary. I tried to join in on what's it called, on Gran Turismo, and actually one of the drivers that were actually in the first race of Heat A, ART Wooly, I was with them at ART for a little bit until I did commentary over there for a little bit, and then yeah, I just started to do commentary after that. I'm wanting to get into Assetto Corsa Competizione, because that game is actually, like, I bought it recently, even though yes guys, I am like about 4 or maybe 5 years late, but it's still a very, very fun game, and how immersed it is. It's like the closest thing to iRacing on console, in my opinion, and I just really love it.
Okay. Yeah.
But
Yeah, that's an example of a product that has been getting a lot of updates that show a lot of improvement. People are praising the current state of Competizione from what it was 4 years ago or 3 years ago, thanks to a good bunch of updates.
yeah, and it does look like a very, like, don't get me wrong, it does look like a very, very promising game. Like, it's, like, me personally, I think it's very immersed, mainly because you actually have a button to actually initiate the engine and start the engine. And, like, if you spin around or crash out, you can actually stall your car to where you actually have to start the engine again while you're out there in the gravel or the grass or even in the wall at that point. And it's actually very fun. Like, I've tried it a little bit. There's like a career mode with it, and I've been streaming that on my channel. And it's been pretty fun, actually. It's been very, very fun. And yeah, I think it could be a very good venture in the future, potentially, if they get like another game to just solidify itself. As we just saw Hamza spin around turn 5. Another one bites the dust around that dreaded sweeping right-hander as he goes straight into the wall in frustration. And yeah, GT Champions says off topic, back to the focal point of the race, bro. Yep, exactly. We've been waffling a little bit too much. And what happened? Oh, you just saw the crash?
Yep.
Yeah, it's a bit delayed. But yeah, it's a heavy hit right there. It's a heavy hit. Hopefully he's not suffering from a concussion, but he's still going back out there as he makes his way around the track. I see Cheryl Bromer in the chat as well. Hello out there. Hello to you, Cheryl. Hope you're having a very good day. Welcome to GT Champions, here for the GT Champions Porsche Cup, where we're here for the third heat race of 3 to see where they stand up. And it looks like Black Friday had an incident on the track. I don't know who that was with. It was going to be with Snow, as they were going side to side through the final corner, made contact, and now Black Friday down right behind Energia, coming down towards turn 1. Let's see now. We also see Tatted Freak actually right behind Black Friday. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, this is actually being the qualifying to see where these drivers set up for the race. Has Ninja Kid raced already, Cheryl? Yes, he has already raced. He actually raced just a few minutes ago, so you just missed out on it. But it's not out of luck. If you want to watch the race back, of course, you can make your way. You can watch the race back at the end of the stream, and just skip to near like the halfway point of the stream, because that is where he was in race B. Yeah, just go right there. You can watch it back. You might be disappointed, and you might be happy as well. You just never know. You have to watch it back. Yeah, no spoilers. There's no spoilers. Yeah, so you have to watch it back. You might be disappointed. You might be happy. You let us know how you feel at the end of that. But yeah, it was a very, very good race. Definitely one to watch back. Same goes with race A as well. The heat race. It was extraordinary in my opinion.
Yeah, and a 117.1 lap for Rocco Lili.
Ooh. So let's see how they take it now, as a lot of these drivers are actually using their full tanks out there on the track to complete their laps. So a completely different strategy than what Presidio and a lot of drivers had to get into those high 117s. But Broccolilli recently put in a time of 117.160 for them right there, as they topped the fastest lap by around 3/10 off of Distinct Blaze. And if Presidio said anything that we should be watching out for, is going to be that man right there in second, Distinct Blaze, as they'll be looking to be ones to watch in this race.
Yeah, let me go back and see the statistics for the World Series and see if I recognize any of these names.
No worries. I'm looking at the chat as well. Ryan Collins saying the way you yelled when I missed my braking zone and almost killed Jake was amazing. It was exactly their reaction as well. Yeah, because it caught us off guard as well, and it kind of made us scared that you might have actually taken someone out. But yeah, you did some amazing evasive maneuvers to avoid Jake. And actually also not go into the grass or into the wall as well. So that was very good from you, a good reaction time. As we just saw Lily not improve on his time there at 117.960 for them. And one thing I was actually saying as well, ladies and gentlemen, with 15 minutes left, closing actually around to 14 minutes left now, which one is going to be your favorite livery out there on the track? So this is going to be Lily. It's like a nice lime with a white and purple highlight to the doors. Then we have Distinct Blaze with a nice blue, a nice pearl scent from like a sea green mixed blue to a nice magenta. A very nice color scheme with that one. That might be one of my favorites out there. We also see Badass representing his team of Apex with the blue and black and gray. It looks very, very nice for the Canadian driver out there. We also see Hamza with their car. It kind of looks like a green Moradness sort of livery. I could definitely be wrong about that, but yeah, it looks very, very nice. A nice lime green with a little hint of black. Then we see Tatted Apex, of course, another Apex out there on the field, and not a blue one like Badass, but a nice lime green. A lot of lime green cars out here representing High Pre as well, so you'd love to see that too.
Yeah, I'll always be partial to all the bright cars and or cars with bright parts and colors.
Exactly, and that's just your personality right there. You're like a bright person. You're like a very like approachable, like bright and like positive person, and we just love to have that as well.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna be rooting for any car that has the High Pre logo on them, of course.
Well, there you go. I think a lot of people have it as well. I'm calling right here with the majority red, white, and black, but does have the High Pre logo on the rear bumper as well. Now Luke, now look at Luke. Now that is a sassy car right there. A nice lime green with a lot of pink on there. I love that. I really love that actually. That looks nice. Like for me personally, that looks sexy. That looks good.
Yeah, you wouldn't think this would be a good color combination, but it's actually interesting.
Yeah, it looks like Hyper might need to change their color schemes actually, because that looks very nice. Of course, the blue and green always as good as well.
Yeah,
but that pink, I don't know what it is. It's just that pink.
Yeah, very interesting. We'll give him a point for creativity there.
Yeah, exactly. That's a very nice one. Black Friday currently coming out of the pit lane with a nice purple and turquoise sort of blue out there as he moves out the way to let Lily through. And you gotta love that color scheme as well. It's like a nice like pearlescent blue with like the light blue to the dark blue there with a little bit of purple highlights there. It looks very nice.
Yeah, also very reflective paint makes it quite interesting as well.
Exactly.
Definitely calls for attention there.
And of course now, with about 11 minutes left, and Presidio in the chat as well saying this, the top 7 separated by around 0.8. Around 0.8. Well, right now the top 6, I think someone is in the pit lane that would be on there as well. But yeah, the top 6 right now, look at that time difference, man. 0.773 between that top 6, and that looks extraordinary. We could be here for a very, very good race, I gotta say. wow, man. There's gonna be a lot of close battles on the field. GT45 saying Luke wins. Need to, no need to see anymore. Sorry, tatted. LOL. But yeah, that's a very nice car from Luke. I just love that. But let's see. So there's snow as well, which is like a black and yellow type of design out there. Can't really see who they're representing here today, as the camera angle is not really helping me here. Oh, it's an Armor All livery. That's actually a very nice livery there. Oh, we see 3 drivers actually giving themselves a little bit of a qualifying battle here with Energia, Black Friday, and also Prince, as there's a huge lockup as they go into the wall. A major collision between Black Friday and Energia, as we also see Blaker taking a nice drifting line around that outside in that beautiful turquoise and purple car out there. But yeah, that was a major collision. As you can see, Energia really struggling to get that car moving straight once again.
Yeah, Imhotep had a little bit of a glitch there, a little bit of moving. I don't know if it's his connection. Hopefully he will have the same issues as Ninja Kid had earlier.
Maybe, but yeah, he is really struggling. You can actually see that his car is smoking now as they are making their way through. It has stopped now, but he's really got to get that car back into the garage and get that car fixed for the race start. Black Friday, currently in P7 with a time penalty as well for a collision on the field with Energia. And he slowed down a little bit to apologize for that collision. So good sportsmanship out there on the field, and you love to see that. We see Green here today, and I wouldn't be surprised. I would be surprised if he was in any other color than green. But yeah, doing a very nice off gray sort of livery with the green and blue highlights out there. So representing High Pre with their colors. Oh, Energia once again! Oh, what a save there from Energia. Oh, so you were about to say something? Sorry, Pixeca.
Yeah, no worries. Also a little good, simple livery from Green, very clean.
Yeah, it looks very, very nice. It's nice and simple, not too extravagant. He's a simple man with the name of Green. But let's see what else is out there. Oh, we actually have Prince. I'm hot. Imhotep. Imhotep.
Yeah, I guess it's Imhotep.
Oh, Imhotep. Okay.
Yeah. I think it's the name of an Egyptian prince.
Ooh, okay.
An Egyptian prince. So. Imhotep.
Well, he thinks of himself highly on that one.
Yeah, I don't know if he's from Egypt. I do see an Australian flag on him, but
probably had a lot of inspiration then with that name. We'll say that.
Yeah, maybe something from, maybe he's an architect or has an interest in architecture,
or potentially just in history as well. Potentially.
Yeah, could be. Yeah,
well,
so I guess it's Imhotep.
Yep, we're gonna have to
ask him at some point. Yeah.
Well, I just received the word on the field. We are gonna be starting soon now, as these drivers make their way around the track. They're gonna be going back in for their required tire sets that they want to start this race out on, and then go back out there and see what sort of times and what sort of race they are going to represent here today. But yeah, with that potentially rounding up qualifying here, as we see currently Brock Lilly reached the timing line with not improved on his fastest lap, but still a very, very strong 1:17.490. So he's definitely going to be ones to watch. Same goes with Distinct Blaze, who is right behind him as well. So we're gonna have to wait and see on how those drivers take this now. But with qualifying almost finished, ladies and gentlemen, I do want to remind you. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, and if you see the driver lineup, there's a driver named V1, and he's having trouble getting a connection to his controller. But he finished P4 in the previous World Cup. in Division One. So it is going to be interesting to see if he manages to connect his controller, because he's a fast guy and he hasn't put a lap in yet. You see him there with the number 14. So hopefully he'll be able to join the lobby because he's a fast guy.
Well, hopefully. Ridwan, F1, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, we're gonna have to wait and see. We had a few people not being able to attend the race in the previous ones, but now the drivers have received the word that they need to go into the pit lane, put on their required tire sets, and park themselves off of the track in Sector 1. And Broccolilli actually going to be starting out on the set of mediums in this race, so he's looking for a longer stint before he makes that first pit stop. And he does know that he has the pace, so it could turn out pretty well for him. But we're going to have to wait and see as he now pulls off to the side in the next corner, potentially. And this is going to be an extraordinary race, that's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, it's gonna be some pretty good fast guys out there. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see who makes the rest of the field for Division One.
Yep, and you actually see them all having themselves a little bit of a good time around the final corner. Imhotep trying to do a Tokyo Drift move with him, as we just saw Tatted Freak make his way down the track, and you can see these drivers very excited to kick off this race, having themselves a little bit of fun, burning some rubber, showing off their liveries to each other, and we're about to get this show on the road.
Yeah, have a look at those Apex liveries, because these guys love to have some giant skulls on their liveries. They always look really good.
They look extraordinary. And I think your favorite right there is going to be Tatted Freak, as he has the green Apex with the green Hypre logo on the hood, and it just looks very, very nice. Hashtag my R's and my W's, man, I tell you. We race as one. Of course, being the main message of, what was it, of Formula One last season.
Yeah, no, it's we race for money now. Hashtag we race for money. But let's not get into that.
Yeah, we won't get into that. That'll bring some politics, and it definitely will be a recipe for disaster. But
yeah.
But yes,
we'll leave that for another stream.
Yeah, exactly. Well, probably not even for a stream. We'll leave that with the actual people that focus on politics. That's out of our jurisdiction.
Yeah, but look at that big skull on the Apex car. Also, they have the green now. They usually wear red with the green now, so. Nice extra point for them.
Exactly, you just gotta love to see that, as we also saw Tatted Freak pull off to the side and making its way back. But with the start of this race now, Pixtag, we're about to kick off one more hour of racing here, ladies and gentlemen, as these drivers start to rev up their engines, start their engines, and get themselves ready to kick off an hour race of pure perfection.
All right, good luck. It's been a pleasure, and hope you enjoyed the race. Good luck.
Well, let's see now as the green lights go. These drivers are making their way now towards turn 1. An amazing start from Broccolilli on those set of mediums. An amazing start for Distinct Blaze as well. Also with Hamza as they go side to side through turn 1 and 2. And there's a major collision with Blaze and Hamza. Hamza spun around as he now rejoins down in 13th. Major collision there as Badass as well, hit with a 5-second time penalty after having a collision with someone potentially in turn 1, and is going to have to serve that, and is going to be losing a lot of positions there. But look at that huge train as we know there. 59 left to go. Let's see who's going to be the one to take the lead and take the win here for the Heat 3 race for the Porsche Cup. Now back up the field, actually, we're actually seeing a close battle for that second place as Black Friday is looking on the switch back on Badass. He has a better line there as he comes down towards the finishing straight. And there you go, Badass serving the 5-second time penalty as he now falls down to P7. Now going to be P8 and potentially P9 down towards turn 1 as he moves to the left on the inside, and it's going to be P8 as Snow tries to get that position around the outside. Can't really find the space, and Badass really lost a lot of time there. And I just saw something come up on my screen, so give me a quick second. Don't know what that was. Hold on. It says the internet connection quality is currently not sufficient to broadcast gameplay. So I don't know what's going on here. So give me a quick second, guys.
Yeah, I saw that stream is still live, so we're checking still.
I
The
believe
stream
we are
is
still
okay.
good.
Yeah.
We're
Stream
still
is
good.
okay to me.
We're still good,
Yeah.
yeah?
Yeah, so one of the Apex guys pulled and he seems low, but I think he recovered and is back. But yeah, stream is okay for me.
Okay, yep, and that's the one aspect of being in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, ladies and gentlemen. Not a good one. Yeah, Presidio says that I'm still good. Yeah, thank you guys for confirming. Oh, it looks like a huge battle right here for P9. Energia as they go in like a 2x2 grid down towards the hairpin. And still holds on to P9. Energia currently in P10 as they make their way through. Prince Imhotep looking around the inside of Energia, moves off of that deer. Oh, and look at that, a desperate dive for Imhotep. And there he goes into the wall, tried to stick his nose in, but was just too ambitious there to make the move. Hamza able to make his way past Snow into P9, Snow in P10, and Energia in P11. Looks on the inside. All of these drivers trying to get a good start into this race, but a lot of them just getting a little bit too desperate and too and anticipate too much early on in this race, as it's not a sprint race, ladies and gentlemen. It is a marathon, a 1 hour marathon to be exact.
Yeah, a lot of the contact to begin the race. Maybe we'll see if Imhotep has some damage. Well, hopefully not, because this is light damage, so maybe he won't have that issue. But yeah, a lot of contact to begin the race.
Yeah, a lot of contact, but so far as we're coming down towards to enter lap 4, the front 6 actually been doing pretty well to hold their positions as we Distinct Blaze get past Black Friday down that corner as well. Right behind them we actually see Blaker and Badass have themselves a little bit of a drag race down towards turn 1 as Badass improves by around to a 119.901 his set of mediums. We see Hamza try to desperately stick his nose in. He really needs to keep his head down and keep his head cool, because he's really desperate to get these positions, and he's going to be giving himself a lot of incidents out there on the track. Hits the side of Badass into that corner as well, as he's really not giving the space out there. Not too sure what's going through his mind, but if I haven't had a guess, it's going to be pure destruction and pure desperate overtaking opportunities, as he has himself a little bit of a hiccup through that corner. Still, well, decides to keep on control of that car as well. Almost lost it there. But let's see now up the field. We could be seeing a change in the lead here. Our favorite livery out there of Lucas in P2, now in P1 now on the inside of Barkalili, and we have a new leader of this race here, ladies and gentlemen, as Lucas is able to get the overtake into turn, what turn is that? Turn 11, and come down the finishing straight to now lead lap 5. What an overtake that we have just witnessed there. Well, let's see this now. Can Broccolini try to answer back? He is on a set of mediums, so he doesn't have to answer back as of yet. He's going to go for a longer stint here, but those softs behind him needs to get past those set of mediums, because those softs going to be working extra hard to keep the pace of Broccolini in second.
Yeah, I just watched the pass on my stream, and yeah, Lucas preparing the overtake, slowly getting closer, and so now we'll see if he does the same to just get away and open a gap.
Well, it is a beautiful race and a beautiful overtake there, just having a lot of momentum into those corners as they were able to make the overtake, and now leads the race by around a second and 2/10, as Broccolilli collects a little bit of grass and dirt, becoming almost a lawnmower, and you can see a lot of that green on that car, so he's trying to camouflage in as well. But I'm currently in P2 and still having an extraordinary race after having pole position as well. Well, let's see, I'm looking at a battle potentially near the back. A desperate dive on Blaker from Badass, I do believe. I'm not too sure what happened there. And yep, there you go. Badass is hit with a 2-second time penalty after he clipped the back end of Blaker, almost crashing him out of the race. And it could have been a harsher punishment, but Badass now with a 2-second time penalty, hoping to well, actually, so far he's actually had 7 seconds in total for 2 collisions. One at the start towards turn 1 and 2, and now one right here on lap 6 down towards the final corner.
Yeah, not a good start for him. Has been dropping positions. Was top 5 at the beginning, but now finds himself in 9th.
Well, he's looking to have a recovery drive of a lifetime right now. Let's see if he's going to be able to do that. But Distinct Blaze now right on the tail end of Broccolilli for P2 as they make their way through. It's going to be a tough one for them, as we're going to go on board with Broccolilli's rear view to see exactly what he's going to be seeing in that rear view mirror. And it's going to be a beautiful turquoise to well, is that turquoise? No, it's like a deep sea blue to a nice, beautiful magenta, creeping up to that green. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, gradients not something you usually see on liveries, and Blaze here with a really good use of gradients on his livery.
Exactly, and one thing I do gotta say though, actually, because I've seen this with other drivers on the field, both Distinct Blaze and Broccolilli using no traction control in their car, so they're going all out with each other. They have a little bit of a drag race down towards turn 5. Broccolilli able to brake a little bit later on that inside to hold it off and park at that apex so Distinct Blaze can get the position. But now Distinct Blaze carried a lot more momentum on the exit of that corner down towards the S's, and he could be making his way up to P2. But so far Broccolilli still holds on to that second place position, and with us reaching around the ninth minute mark in this race, it's been so far a mixed bag. A lot of collision, a little bit of collision at the beginning, but it looks like with the track a little bit spread out a little bit more, it's calmed down a little bit.
Yeah, Broccolilli is on mediums, right?
Yes, he is. So he's doing an exceptional job.
Yeah, but the other guys are on softs.
Yes, same with Lucas
and Blaze.
Yeah, Blaze as well on those set of softs that he's able to get into turn 1 using those set of softs. But for the long run, Broccolilli is still going to have a provisional lead, we'll say, once everyone makes their pit stops.
Yeah, as long as he keeps there. Maybe he's been overtaken now by Blaze, and of course a few minutes ago by Lucas. But as long as he keeps himself there with those mediums, yeah, he can make some games maybe towards the end.
Well, so far he's doing an exceptional job to nurse those set of rubbers to keep them nice and intact, while also keeping the pace as well. And that's very tough to do, especially with the Porsches with a lot of understeer. But he's able to manage with the damage and push forward. Still in a podium position of P3, provisional P1, once those two drivers on those set of softs make the earlier pit stop. I'm actually looking near P6 now, where we see Hamza and Apex Tatted Freak have themselves a good battle through towards the final corner, and it looks like Hamza is looking around the outside potentially. Tatted Freak takes the defensive line on the inside around the final corner. Hamza on the set of softs, Tatted Freak on the set of mediums, and Tatted Freak still holds on to P6. Right behind them as well, we see Badass and Blaker come down towards this corner, where we saw Badass hit the back end of Blaker. And Badass also on the set of mediums, and he's doing an exceptional job to keep the pace as well.
Yeah, you can see the difference of the compound right there, and well, these guys definitely think that their strategy will pay off at the end.
Well, let's see. Of course, these drivers are going to be looking for the long run at this point, as we have just crossed the 11th minute mark in this race. and has been doing an exceptional job. We actually see a close battle near the back as well, with Energia and Prince Imhotep go side to side as Energia collects a little bit of grass, was able to save himself from pure disaster as he rejoins, but that is going to be one where he's going to be huffing and puffing after that incident there.
Yeah, it's a coin toss to get yourself on the grass. You have to keep wishing that your car will still have some grip when you come back to the gray.
Well, so far he's able to keep on. Hamza still struggling to get past Tata Freak as there's a little bit of a bump draft on the exit of that corner. We also see Blaker and Badass still have themselves a battle as Badass could be looking on the inside. He is. Is he going to stick his nose in? He's sticking his nose in a little bit later on the brakes. Down towards the final corner, they go side to side, and Blaker goes into the grass. Did not have enough room on the track on that exit there, and Blaker down to P9.
Nice, good battle there. Apex, Badass, gaining back a bit of those places that he lost during the first laps, and Baker, a little bit of trouble there with the off track.
Yep, and you can see he's trying to answer back to that overtake and that exit, not given the space there. But it looks like at this point, those softs are really going to start to deteriorate and really lose a lot of their pace, as we see the mediums start to have a little bit of a faster pace now compared to those softs. But of course, those softs going to be lasting around maybe 7 more minutes and doing an exceptional job. Let's see how they take this now as they make their way through. We also still see that battle between Imhotep and now Snow to start to get themselves a little bit comfortable with each other, we'll say.
Yeah, Hamza finding some consistency, finding some really fast laps there, and now gaining a couple of positions. Going to be interesting to see him.
Well, let's see how they adjust to the scenarios here, and back up to the lead, actually, we should say, where we actually see Distinct Blaze and Broccolili still have themselves a battle. But Broccolili is actually lapping a little bit quicker compared to Distinct Blaze, so this is where Broccolili can really shine those set of mediums out on the track, as the gap now is around just under 8 tenths coming down towards the S's. And you can really see now down less than 7 tenths, closing down to around the 6/10 mark, as those mediums are really gonna show their strengths here as they come down towards the final corner. And it's going to be tough for them now into these final few moments until the first pit stop. But Broccolili is still doing an exceptional job to keep up with the old set of softs on those set of mediums. And Blaze, actually with a little bit of a lighter car, used a little bit more fuel compared to Broccolili. But yeah, a lot of aspects on the field can really change your position from where you are on the track, what sort of line you have, how much fuel you use, and how much tire wear that you've used in the beginning of the race. And of course, when it comes down to the in lap, you want to have a very fast in lap, a very fast out lap, just so you can stop a potential undercut in that pit stop. But once Lucas and Distinct Blaze make their pit stop, Broccolili will be leading this race.
Yeah, Broccolili doing himself a big favor by staying that close to Blaze. Doesn't even have to push that hard to pass him, because he knows that he'll get the position as soon as both Lucas and Blaze pit. So saving there some fuel, well, it's not a huge issue here. Fuel, as we talked with Chris during the last lobby, but definitely keeping in pace with Blaze.
Exactly, and they're doing an exceptional job out there. The 15-minute mark has just crossed. We have just completed a quarter of the heat race here. 3 quarters left to go. 45 minutes, now around 44 minutes, I should say. And this is just going to kick off now. As you can actually see, Broccolili start to creep up right on the tail end of Blaze here. And I think Blaze is actually listening into the stream, as once I said that he was creeping up a little bit, he's been starting to pick up the pace and use a little bit more of aggressive move hold on to that position there.
Blaze, if you're watching the stream, blink your lights, blink your lights.
Let's see if he is actually. And I just got a call from my girlfriend. She is not gonna enjoy this. That I'm gonna have to not answer. but yeah, but so.
Why is she not watching? Why is she not watching?
Oh, because she's a dental assistant, so she works very late hours.
Got it. Not just joking.
Yeah, no worries. I got you.
Shout out to her.
Yeah, she's never supportive of my work, man. Like, she never enjoys it.
Yeah, same. Girlfriend is right by my side. She's not watching the race. She's watching chick flicks.
Oh, well, that's cute. she comes on the mic.
She watched group 1 race with me. So yeah.
She's done her part.
Exactly.
Of course, a lot of good banter around. Hopefully I get to see my girlfriend once I get out there again, to be honest with you. Send her to voicemail. Yeah. I already did, Presidio. I already did, and I know that she's going to be upset with me. To be honest with you, if she calls me again and the grid is a little bit more like spread out, I might actually have to run a quick ad while I talk to her. Like a quick ad, of course, from High Pre. As you guys were able to bring in a little bit of an ad. You actually saw it earlier today, of course, ladies and gentlemen, in the previous races. But yeah, it's been extraordinary. RIP commentator. Yep. She's got me by the balls at this point. Which she always does at this point. But yeah.
Opening up a little gap to Broccoli now. Just a little gap, of course, not enough.
Oh, hold on! Huge collision there. Sorry to cut you off there, but a huge collision as Hamza is hit with a second-time penalty as he hit right on the tail end of Tatted Freak. They collide again, and Hamza really giving it his all. Tatted Freak, both of them having a huge conflict on the track here as they give off their strengths. But Hamza is going to be losing a lot of pace here with that second-time penalty. Coming down towards the S's, hit the tail end of Tatted Freak, and Black Friday is going to be the first driver to go into the pit lane around the 18th minute mark. Will be coming out around the 19th minute mark, potentially on a new set of mediums.
Yeah, they were lucky that couple of contact did not turn into something bigger, because they moved towards the wall, maybe touched it, but none of them spawned or had a huge impact there, so both lucky to come out not that bad from that contact.
No, not at all. Oh, here we go. Drew Griffin says, dude, I know I can smoke. Have this, dude, though. Still got the All-Star. Yep, that's to be honest with you. We still got the All-Star race next week, ladies and gentlemen, so if you want to cue in on that, please make sure that you consider hitting the subscribe button on the GT Champions social medias of YouTube and Facebook, as Hamza is really struggling to keep the traction out there on those old set of softs. And did I just hear a collision of Tatted Freak into the wall there? Yes, I have. He has damage to Tatted Freak. As you can see, Hamza really catching up now towards the hairpin. Tatted Freak taking the defensive line on the inside. And letting oh, actually no, they're still battling out around that corner. Hamza could be really thinking about coming into the pit lane, which he is now using that indicator. Good awareness there to turn on that indicator to let the drivers know that he is going into the pit lane. Colin on his old set of softs, he's still out there, but Brocca Lily takes the lead with those old set of mediums and doing an exceptional job, I might say.
Yeah, and Colin T24 also there. I guess he's on the mediums as well. So now's the time for those guys who are in the mediums to try to shine and use that strategy that they must have planned.
Well, actually, Colin's currently on a set of softs, so he's still yet to make a pit stop. And and the funniest thing is, even though there's a lot of understeer in this game, Colin has actually really done a very good job to manage those front tires, and his rear tires actually picking up a little bit worse for air than those fronts, which you would think would be the opposite way around. The understeer really messes up those tires, but he's able to manage onto it and could be now going into the pit lane But he's staying out. This guy is crazy, as Presidio would have said.
Yeah, and Colin, another one of those drivers that raced in the previous World Cup. He was
Yep.
in Division 2 and finished P4, so another name that we are used to hearing in GT Champions.
Oh, and it looks like an early stop for both Badass and Tatted Freak, both on the set of mediums. So it's gonna be a different one out there. Hey, what's up, dude? Love your streams. Thank you so much, my man. Thank you so much. Good to have you in the chat as well. Ryan Collins spamming the broccoli for Broccolilli, who currently has the race lead as Tatted Freak just comes out of the pit lane. Badass is going to be coming out with a little bit more fuel for that man right there. Presidio actually just said that out loud, LOL. See, great minds think alike, my man. Great minds think alike. Even though you're the only one with a great mind, I'm the one over here with a messed up brain. But yeah, so far, Pixteca, how would you describe this race?
Yeah, exciting. Not that much fighting at the front, like the previous two lobbies or groups, but still very interesting to see how strategies pan out with different strategies from the guys at the front. So making it exciting.
Honestly, and for the final race of the day as well, what a better way to do it than GT Champions. Love to see that. Energia actually going to go side to side with Lucas as he has to respect the blue flags and lets him through there. Distinct Blaze catching up on the rear as well, as Lucas actually has the fastest lap here, ladies and gentlemen, a 117.604 for that man, and did an exceptional job on those new set of softs. Didn't put in any fuel, as he might be able to go for another pit stop for a set of mediums to end this race, but we're just gonna have to wait and see what the strategy is for them there. But of course, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys are just queuing in to the chat and to the race, welcome to GT Champions, here for the Porsche Cup heat races to see where these drivers qualify for which divisions when it comes to the start of the season. I'm your commentator, Justin Silva, or Just Gaming, and we actually had a special guest from Presidio, also known as Chris, one of the main members of RWB Racing, and currently with me in the commentator box, we actually have Pixteca, the head of Hypre, who is powering the GT Champions Porsche Cup. Pixteca, honestly, love to have you in here as always, and it's been a pretty good, eventful race. What would you say?
Yeah, exactly. A lot of contact between the guys in the middle pack, and I do want to mention that a few people have subscribed today in this during this stream. So thank you to those people who have subscribed. I just reloaded the page to see if the numbers change, and yes, the numbers have changed. So I'm sure the GTC guys and us, of course, appreciate that people are not only pressing the like button on this stream, but also subscribing, because this is the start of the first Gran Turismo 7 series for GT Champions, and it's going to be fun. It's It's been an exciting qualifier, so I'm sure the whole season is going to be like this.
Oh, I cannot wait to kick it off. Of course, it's not going to be next week. It's going to be the All-Star race, where we actually had the drivers from the World Cup, the top performers in each division, while also having some of the commentators. So Ghost, Presidio, and Tatiana will be in that race. Of course, I have to sit out to do the commentary, as I am the new man to the group. But of course, it's just enjoyable. I don't really race that much anymore, and I think I'll just be crashing into a lot of people. So good thing that happened, actually. And if you guys do want to queue into that, please make sure that you go to GT Champions on YouTube and make sure that you hit that subscribe button. Lovely to see a lot of new subscribers coming into the channel, a lot of likes coming through, and I love to see a lot of comments coming through as well, a lot of like good interactions between everyone back on my Twitch, back on GT Champions YouTube and Facebook. And if you guys want to know more about GT Champions, please make sure that you join the community. Go look up GT Champions on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and also join the Discord if you're interested. If you want to know all of that information, please make sure that you go to gtchampions.com so you can get notes, notes and stats about all of the divisions of GT Champions, as we have just finished the World Cup. Actually, it feels like a month from now, but I think it was only like a few weeks ago. I'd say like about maybe 3 weeks, like just under a month potentially. I'm not too sure, but of course, if you want to watch those races onto the GT Champions YouTube channel. Of course, presented by RWB Racing, and also sponsored and powered by Hypre. If you guys don't know who Hypre are, Pixteca being the head of Hypre, which is a Mexican-based esports team where they have experience in the real-life racing scenarios. When it comes down to actually racing, when it comes down to photography, from coaching to FIA administration, all of that good stuff, and they are the ones that are presenting us with the graphics on the screen to make it an easier job for me in the comms box, and also a very enjoyable experience for you guys back at home. So please, when you go tweet, please use the hashtag GT Champions, and also use the hashtag HY_PRIX, so they can give you guys a to see how much you guys are enjoying this as well. And also for Hypre, if you want to know more about them, please make your way down to Hypre both on Twitter and Instagram, HY_PRIX, and also make your way towards their website, which is www.hypre.com.mx, to get notified on all of the news about Hypre and a little bit more information in depth through there. And again, Pixteca, Presidio in the chat, thank you guys so much for helping GT Champions become who we are today.
Yeah, happy to do it. Happy to do it. And I'm going back in the stream to see where Broccoli pitted, because I was expecting him to just like Ryan Collins says in the chat. I'm surprised to see him pit that early. I was expecting him to wait a few more laps.
But I see what he's doing actually. You guys think that is surprised that he broke so early? He actually isn't. He actually hasn't, because if you can actually see, he has actually fuel saved a lot, which means that he's also saving his tires. So he's going for a longer stint on the set of softs. And Presidio saying how much time is left in the race. Currently, we are almost approaching the halfway mark. We are just across the 29th minute, so we have 31 minutes left to go in this race. So it's going to be a close one here, ladies and gentlemen, but don't go anywhere. This race is just going to kick off as everyone makes their pit stops. But you can actually see Broccolini right on the tail end of Black Friday as they make their way through. Let's get into the cockpit cam to see exactly what he is facing with all of those G-forces, trying to get that slipstream as well as they make their way through down towards turn 1, as he actually takes the fastest lap of 117.271, as he is right on the tail end of Black Friday, now coming down towards turn 2, and Broccolini really putting on that throttle, fighting against those G-forces, fighting against those warm tires to get that grip, and you can really see them kicking off now.
Yeah, gotta love that view from inside the cockpit. That is something that Gran Turismo does perfectly.
Yes, of course. Just hopefully they can add the shortcuts. Shortcuts. What in the world did I just say? What the guys? That's gonna be a blooper
no
right there.
Because we would go back to the replay, but we can't.
Yeah. I think I just said like short chicken, if you know what I mean, like a short rooster. I'm not gonna repeat exactly what I said, but you can probably get the gecko about what I actually did say without even realizing. So that's gonna be a blooper. So I'm gonna enjoy that. And that just solidifies my point earlier about like doing commentary, because like now we've been streaming for about almost 4.5 hours at this point. And I can actually feel it in my eyes. Like I'm starting to have potentially a little bit of a migraine, but I'm gonna press on, drink my water, get my Tylenol, and continue on with this, because this is just extraordinary racing.
Yeah, and I think it's time to ask Chris or proceed you to start planning that 6 hours of Monza or something, because now you're ready for it.
Yep. And with the grid actually being a little bit more spread out, actually near the back, actually we're having a good battle with Snow and Blaker as they make their way through a battle for P10 as they come down towards the hairpin. Blaker looking on the inside, but Snow, with an extraordinary late braking, parks it on the apex and closes that door. Blaker can't do nothing about it, but could be doing something about it coming down towards turn 1. He has the slipstream. Let's see on his set of mediums compared to Snow's old set of mediums. Can Blaker make up the position? No, he cannot. He's playing it a little bit more patient now and not trying to get into any sort of incidents. So, and that's a smart play there. It's a little bit more of a marathon, and Snow goes into the grass, rejoins right in front of Blaker, but Blaker with the evasive maneuvers, beautiful reaction times there to avoid the rejoining Snow. Well done. Did you just see that, actually?
I'm seeing it right now. Yeah, Snow very lucky there, very lucky there. But yeah, that's what I was mentioning a little while ago. You get on the grass and it's a coin toss. You don't know how much grip you're going to have when you come on the gray. So he was lucky there, though he's lost now a second and a half to Baker.
Yeah, exactly. And with his old set of mediums, he could be considering going into the pit lane pretty soon now, as we are coming down to those starting medium runners, except for Broccolilli, going into the pit lane. Presidio saying, gotta run. Have a great rest of the race. Have an amazing evening, Presidio. Thanks for having a beautiful race on the first the first heat race. Thank you for actually being a special guest into the commentary box, and can't wait to have this happen again, potentially in the All-Star race when we do the interviews at the end. Cannot wait for you guys, my man. Cannot wait for you.
Awesome guy, Chris. Awesome guy, Chris. Have a good afternoon, Chris.
Exactly. Lots of love and stay safe, my man, and we'll see you next week. But ladies and gentlemen, as we have just crossed the halfway mark of this race, now with the grid being a little bit more spread out, we're actually going to be hearing from the sponsor here of the GT Champions Porsche Cup of Hypre. So we're going to take a little bit of a break to just get ourselves a little bit recalibrated, and we'll be back after a short message. So don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, there you go. They don't hear us.
Okay. Yep. How's your voice and your throat going?
I don't know. I know my eyes are killing me. I know my eyes are killing me right now, but...
Okay, yeah. Yeah, fortunately, this is going to be the longest one of the next 2 months. So.
Yep. Also, there was a major collision with Blaker there that we just missed out on because of going to ad so I can relax my voice. But yeah, we're gonna talk about that. He mistimed the braking into turn 1, but yeah, he's still doing.
Yeah, take a few seconds, man, and yeah, like I said, it sucks that I can't watch the racing inside the lobby, or at least I would be seeing things in real time.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, definitely gonna get my PSN subscription ready for anything that is needed.
No worries.
Yeah, but yeah, take a few seconds, have a drink of water, and blink those eyes.
Yeah. I actually just had myself a drink, so I'm actually gonna end the ad now, as it's been running for quite a bit.
Yep.
And slowly fading out the music just to make it sound a little bit better. And now we are back. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Thanks again to Hypre for powering the GT champions Porsche Cup. We couldn't have done it without them. Pixteca, again, thank you so much for the ad, and thank you so much for the graphics and everything that you guys do in the background to help build GT champions and help build your own community as well. So again, thank you so much.
Yeah, happy to be here.
But now, ladies and gentlemen, as we are now nearing the 36-minute mark of this race, we're actually starting to see distinct blaze starting to creep up now on Lucas in that race lead. Actually, both of them are doing around the same sort of pace, actually, on the track here. So we could be seeing themselves have a battle later on, as Lucas is really struggling on his set of softs, and Blaze with a little bit of a younger set of softs on his end. So we could definitely see them go back into the pit lane, especially for fuel as well, where Braca Lily is going for the one stop here, ladies and gentlemen. He has really watched out with the amount of fuel that he's been using, and his tire wear just doing exceptionally well, beating all expectations here. So Braca Lily could definitely be one to watch to win this race. But yeah, so far during the break, guys, oh, actually, yes, we do have a battle now between Colin, after trying to get past the laps car of Snow, as he goes into the grass, almost rejoins and collects Colin. Snow really not respecting the blue flags on the field, as he's almost looking on the inside there, but decides to back off of Colin there, as that's not his battle to have, especially late on to this race. But good overtake there from Colin to get past the lapped car of Snow, as they now come across the line to start lap 29 so far, and we've seen it go up to around 46, 47, even 48 in that first race, where we saw Pabs with an extraordinary pace on the track, an extraordinary lap, fastest lap as well. I think he's going to be the quickest driver that we've seen today.
Yeah, and I'm sure he was a little bit scared of seeing Colin, of seeing who is it on P12?
Who's Colin, yeah.
Yeah, of seeing Colin twitching like that there on track just next to him as he passed.
Oh, sorry, no, Snow was P12. Sorry, Colin is P6. That's my fault there.
Yeah, little bit of loss of grip there for Snow, and I'm sure he was a bit scared of seeing him move like that on track next to him.
Yeah, exactly, as I'm trying to pour some water a little bit over my eyelids to help with this like sort of migraine that I'm having right now. Yeah, it's been doing a pretty good job out there, and I gotta say, they're doing an exceptional job, especially Hamza, as he's having himself a battle with Black Friday. Collects a little bit of the grass there, as he currently has the fastest lap on the field as well, on his old set of softs and his low fuel. So Hamza really trying to push the limits on those set of softs and in that Porsche. As you can see, through all of these corners, a little bit of a drift, all of these corners, a little bit of a karting line as well for that man. But he's doing an exceptional job, gotta say.
Yeah, these guys gotta consider that they're in P4 and P5, so they would be in right now for Division 1, so maybe they have to think about not wrecking their own races and being a bit more patient.
Well, let's see if their patience pays off, but yeah, let's see, as it's coming down to near the final third of this race, as we're coming down towards the 40-minute mark, as Distinct Blaze goes into the pit lane after Hamza and Black Friday have themselves a battle. Hamza really struggling on the braking zones, but pulls it off this time, and he's able to move up to P4, potentially B3, as the Distinct Blaze makes his way down.
Yeah, they don't want to wait, they just want to win it now. So makes it interesting for us.
Oh, definitely. It always makes it interesting for us. Doesn't matter if it's a crap race, if it's an amazing race. Just gives us something to talk about as well, and also something to just enjoy, as these drivers doing an exceptional job out there on the field.
Yeah, and I see that Blaze has pitted, so going on softs, I guess, for the final laps of the race.
Yep, which he is on. Yeah, and he's doing an exceptional job on that outlap so far. Beautiful turn 1 and 2. Now coming down up towards turn 5, where Tatted Freak actually is trying to stay ahead, but he has some old set of softs and some old and some low set of fuel. But with Lucas coming now into the pit lane for a new set of tires and a little bit more fuel, Lily comes in as well, probably looking for just a pit stop on just a tire change, potentially not even a fuel load, as we also see Hamza take the lead of this race with seriously low fuel. Same goes with Black Friday. Them two are definitely going to have to get themselves a new set of tires. But Lily now comes out ahead of Lucas and right ahead of Colin as well. So that is a beautifully timed pit stop for Lily,
Yeah.
as his strategy has really paid off.
Nice to see, because he went different that almost everyone else, and nice to see it's going to pay off.
Honestly, he's doing an exceptional job. The two drivers ahead of him still yet to make a pit stop. He's looking to end on this in this right now, and you can see actually on the bottom left the amount of drivers who actually use the Porsche here, and who did the most practice out there. And so far the first one's actually going to be Green. I think he just really loves the Porsche. Actually, I think I remember that from last season. But yeah, it really shows that practice pays off, and if you just got the talent, you can really provide some extraordinary racing. As we do have ahead of Black Friday, trying to figure out who that is. I actually don't know who that is ahead of him. Oh, Hamza and Prince Imhotep, as they make their way down. Hamza still decides to stay out, even though he is in the red for the fuel and those tires. He is really struggling out there as Colin goes into the pit lane. It just makes you think, like, the different strategies out there, who's going to be the one to come out on top?
Yeah, not that we're rooting for anyone specific. We're just rooting for a close race at the end.
Exactly.
Gonna be really interesting to see if they come close after that final pit stop.
Well, let's see how they take this now as they come down to the dire moments of this race. As Energia is hit with a half-a-second time penalty, so that's really not going to help him in these dire moments of the race. Currently in P13 and struggling to find some sort of gap. Hamza still going into the lead strong with Black Friday as well. He's got to be thinking of coming to the pit lane now. There's no other way.
Yeah, and another one of the drivers that was in the World Cup Season 3, and he was in Division 4. He joined mid-season and showed good pace.
Yeah,
so
and he's
always top 5. And
he's still staying out. Hamza is still staying out. Same goes with Black Friday. As Lily comes down into turn 1 along the inside with those new set of softs, really is able to find the grip a little bit easier than Black Friday as they go side to side. A little bit of there's actually no contact, and they were so close you can barely fit a piece of paper in between those two cars. They were so close. But Lily makes his way up to P2 now, passing Black Friday, who is still yet to make another pit stop to end this race. Lucas. This is practically a battle between Lucas and Lily at this point, as them two have a lot of good fuel, some new tires, and they're trying to end in the top 3.
Very good pass there by Lily over Black Friday. Both of them giving each other space, because that would have been a disaster if they would have crashed with being P2 and P3 at this point of the race.
Exactly, and we're actually seeing now a quick battle at the back with Snow and Blaker. Them two have been going at it for almost the entirety of this race, as Blaker is really struggling to find some sort of pace. But now Hamza finally goes into the pit lane on 1% lap of fuel.
Very well
wow!
timed.
As Black Friday still stays out. Surprising, because you would think that you would go into the pit lane after seeing his speedometer, as he's in the red as well. Well, not speedometer, but his gas light blink.
Yeah, unless he thinks he can do a really good in lap, but yeah, it's gonna not much use to stay one more lap right there.
No, it is not, but Hamza is coming out of the pit lane now ahead of Colin. Colin's strategy has not worked out for him whatsoever here. As Tad Freak's coming around the final corner as well. He's looking at a good position here, a P7, as they make their way through. Same with Badass of P8. But now coming out of the pit lane is going to be Blaker, as he is coming down towards turn 1 and 2. The blue flags being shown to the blue car. Kind of ironic there. But yeah, up the field, what a race Broccolilli is having here today, as he has gotten pole position, started on the set of mediums with 2 set of softs to end the race, and only had to pit once for fuel, twice for tires, and it's a beautiful strategy from this man.
Yeah, and now has done the fastest lap as everyone else is pitting. He's doing his best lap.
Honestly, and he just improved it there again from a 117.233 to a 117.226. What a lap that man is really finding out there on the track. Yep. Black Friday comes into the pit lane with 2% fuel with a new set of tires. Hamza coming down the finishing straight as he's going to retake that top 5 position. Same goes with Colin, as Black Friday is really struggling to come out of the pit lane, and now he has a lot of work ahead of him if he wants to get into Division 1. Well, let's see so far. With about 13 minutes left to go in this race here, Pixteca. I do want to say thank you again for staying in for the race, as I remember that you were gonna leave around the end of qualifying, but it's been enjoyable having you in the comms box. Same goes with Chris as well when he was in here earlier. Really makes it a better commentating experience for me.
Yeah, definitely had the whole day set up to prepare and watch the 3 races. So I said, hey, why not stay here and have a little chat with Justin. And Justin, where can we find you on social media? Are you on? I know you are on Twitch. I follow you on Twitch.
Yep.
I'm not a Facebook guy, so I don't know if you're on Facebook or where are your socials?
Alright, so for me personally, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to get in contact with me, I do stream on Twitch for the different links. I do commentary, but I also do like random commentaries. Well, not commentaries, but like random streams where I just have fun with some of my friends and just play random games. I don't really have a schedule when it comes to that. Of course, I have a schedule when it comes to commentary, of course, but I also have a Facebook. If you guys want to come in contact with me and get to know me a little bit better, please make your way down. Justin Silva. I can link it into the YouTube if you guys would like. But other than that, I use YouTube a little bit, but it's not really my go-to to stream on YouTube.
It's Twitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also reminder that everyone can find us on the GTC Champions Discord as well.
Exactly. And if you want to figure out, if you guys want to get the information about the Discord, please make your way down to gtchampions.com. Type that into the URL and you'll be able to find all of that information there. If you want to sign up for races, you can go right into there. If you want to come be a commentator like myself, you can come right on in. I'm a nice guy. I swear I don't bite unless you're Presidio and you spin around turn 5. But I know he's left as well.
I'll tell you one thing. I'm usually never, how do you say, confident about the way I speak English and my accent. But I felt very comfortable here in this race with you. So that's for sure why I stayed for this race.
Well, that's what it's all about as well. Like when I first started doing commentary, I was so shy, like when I first started, because I didn't like the sound of my voice. I kept on mispronouncing certain words, and especially like trying to like pronounce people's like drivers' names out there as well with their gamer tags, can really put my morale down if I mess up something, because I just want things to go nice and smoothly, nice and perfect, and yeah, and that's why I do like a lot of like research when I go into like a lot of stuff, just so I can avoid that. But yeah, when it
Yeah.
starts off, you're always gonna be a little bit shy. You're always gonna be a little bit oh, I sound like that. Oh my god, I sound like, oh no, why do I sound like that? I just start talking like something else, and like, and it's just like that whole thing, and also you look and like and especially with me when I like stutter a little bit, like when I'm trying to explain something, and that just makes
Hmm.
it a little bit more like like. But yeah, but through time, it just you get a little bit more confident with it, um, and and with the things as well. Like for me, I actually now love mispronouncing people's names, because it's just funny as well. And I know later on, once they tell me when they correct myself to say
Yeah.
it like this, it just makes it easier as well.
Yeah, but it's never the commentator's fault. It's because some guys just have the weirdest nicknames,
Oh,
and I
that's an
don't mean just
understatement.
it's not. I don't mean just the guys in our lobby here, but everywhere on social media. So
Oh,
like, what? How do you pronounce that?
oh, I know. One of my worst ones was when there was a guy called Tommy Tip Top, that I do commentary for Formula One in a different league, and I called him Tomo, and ever since then he actually changed his gamer tag to Tomo Tip Top because of that whole scenario, and it was just, and this game like that's when it all started. Where like I love I now love to mispronounce names. This is just those fun facts, like those fun coincidences that you get part of. But
Hmm.
of course, as it is coming down to the dire moments of racing here, ladies and gentlemen, um, I didn't anticipate that I would be doing commentary for this long today, but honestly, I've enjoyed every single second of it. It's been some extraordinary racing, and to some people, they could say that is boring. Oh, they're going around the same track around 40 plus times, and it's like that concept right there. If you think about it that way, it just sounds a little bit boring. But to be honest with you, like racing and league racing like this is it's just a whole other spectrum to stuff like that, and it's just very enjoyable once you get into grips of things. But again, ladies and gentlemen, I do have to say it one last time, as we are just under 7 minutes left to go. Please, please, please go check out GT Champions at gtchampions.com, presented by RWB Racing, where Presidio is a very good member of, and helps out a lot. High Pre as well, being the main sponsor of GT Champions Porsche Cup, as we have Pixteca being the head of it. If you guys don't know who they are, please make your way down to their website, where it's www.highpre.com.mx, so you get a little bit more information on them. If you want to know their socials, GT Champions has a Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and Discord. For High Pre, it is a Twitter and Instagram, and for High Pre, it's a little bit different. It's HY_PRIX, and then you'll get turn on your notifications about that, so you know all of the latest news on High Pre and GT Champions, and you'll be always in the loop. But again, ladies and gentlemen, I've been your commentator, Justin, or Just Gaming, and it's been a long day, but a very enjoyable day.
Yeah, and I think you have to get ready for a great final lap, great final minutes, because Lucas was getting closer and closer to Broccolilli. He shaved a second from the gap. I'm not sure if Broccolilli had a small penalty or something, because the gap was 2.5 seconds, and now it's 1.6. Lucas got it down to 1.3, so
Yeah, actually,
maybe we'll see
Yeah,
something
actually,
down there.
yeah. Yeah, because we could actually be seeing that, because he's shaving off 10th after 10th after 10th in all of these corners, as we're currently on board with Lucas, currently in the helmet cam, to see what exactly he is seeing out there in the field. And you can see his head actually wobbling, and his hands. You can see like through the thick leather like racing suit. You can actually see his muscles just try to fight against those G forces and fight against that like well, yeah, the G-forces to try and get that car into all of these corners, and the amount of strength, especially the core and neck strength that these drivers would need to make their way around the track. Very, very, very interesting. But yeah, so far Braccolini is really losing a lot of pace here, but he's kind of in the upper hand at this point, as Lucas is really low on fuel. His tires aren't looking too hot neither, where Braccolini is actually ahead of him on both of those fronts, but Lucas is really putting all of the effort into these final few minutes of racing, and this is going to be a good one here. We're going to have to wait and see.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It was one of the shortest penalties there for Broccolini. It seemed to me that I'm not sure if I saw the penalty.
I think it was a corner cut. I think it was a corner cut. I'm not too sure.
What got him closer, but if that's the case, what you say with Lucas, maybe he's going to have the chance to increase the lead, Broccolini, because his tires are going to fall off. I mean, Lucas.
Yeah, well, he's really creeping in now, ladies and gentlemen. With 3 minutes left to go in racing, Lucas is now within a second of Broccolini coming around the final corner, and you can really see the gap close down. Will it be a double first place for Lucas? Will it be a first place here tonight, and also a first place for commentator's favorite livery? We're gonna have to wait and see. But it's getting very close out there, Pixteca, and we might only have around 2 laps left to go.
Yeah, it seems like the gap keeps getting smaller. So now's the time for Lucas to do his best laps, while Hamza now has gotten the fastest lap.
Well, let's see how he takes this now as they make their way through. It's going to be a tough one for them as they fight all of these corners, especially with those old set of tires with a lot of understeer as well. He's really going to struggle against the what's it called? The aspect of the concrete. Okay, I meant to say asphalt, but I said aspect. but yeah, you can really hear those tires screeching out as they're really putting down the limit here. But now 2 minutes left to go, ladies and gentlemen. We might we might have enough time for 2 laps. And Luke is right on the tail end. A little bit of a hiccup there as Braccolini hits the sausage curb around that final corner. But now we're just waiting on as we have around it's about a minute and a half now. So maybe 2 laps for the front 2. Everyone else this will be their final lap around the track, and so far I've really enjoyed this, my man. And even better to have you in the comments box as well, Pixteca. I really enjoyed it. Same goes with Presidio when he was here and in the second race.
Yeah, thank you. Really glad to be here, and yeah, Hamza very quietly, very steadily got himself into P4 now.
Yeah.
Lace very consistent, almost started P3, got P3 in the first lap and stayed there. But Hamza gained some positions, interesting. And now Lucas close to have a second. If he gets into that
it's going to be close, man. It's going to be close.
Yeah, and Broccolini has some fans in the chat, eh?
He has a lot of fans, but ladies and gentlemen, with that being said, even though we don't see it, we know it's going to happen. It is the white flag, ladies and gentlemen, the final lap around Lago Maggiore as these drivers fight against the elements, and with it being the final lap, this is where they're all going to go out low on the fuel, very worn tires, and this is it. There you go in the top left. The final lap has just initiated, and can Lucas or Braccolini come away with the win? It's going to be a close one now, as this is the final lap. We also see Blaze cross the line. The first person to finish the race is going to be Hamza, as he finishes in 4th, and Black Friday in 5th. What a race.
Yeah, Colin lost P5 in the last lap there, so
Oh
he
yeah.
was P5. Yeah, so he lost his ticket to Division One in the final lap.
So unfortunate there, but crossing the line now, it's going to be green, but then Tad Freak finishes in P6, Colin in P7,
Oof.
with Snow in 11th, and Badass in P8. But now this is it, ladies and gentlemen, it's the final corner, and it looks like Broccolilli is going to have it here, ladies and gentlemen. Put your hands together, as it's going to be a Broccolilli to take the win, pole position as well. What a race that we have just
What a
witnessed.
race. What a race.
Well, and he
Perfect
has just
strategy.
run out of
Yeah.
fuel. His fuel meter is empty. It's done.
Who?
Finito.
Who?
Broccolilli.
Oh.
His fuel meter is on 0. And ladies and gentlemen, that is it.
That was
Wow.
close. What a race.
Wow, what an ending. And what a way to round off the GT Champions Porsche Cup. And, oh my god, it's been a long day. My voice is going to be screwed tomorrow. My eyes are ready to go closed shut as I feel them sinking into my skull. But honestly, it was all worth it. In my opinion,
Yeah.
completely worth it.
Yeah. Yeah. Very interesting to see the different strategies. And still, we had a very close battle in the end. That was good. That was good. A very good preview of what's to come for the whole season, which starts in 2 weeks. And I'm also excited to see what happens in the All-Star race next week.
I honestly cannot wait, of course, but ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be it for GT Champions today. It's been a long, long day, but a very enjoyable day. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Big thanks again to High Pre and to RWB Racing for helping out GT Champions and sponsoring for High Pre of the Porsche Cup of GT Champions. Again, I hope you guys have enjoyed. Please go check out GT Champions and High Pre on all of their socials. And again, guys, thanks again to Pixteca. Thanks again for everyone coming in and interacting and having a beautiful, beautiful Saturday evening. Sunday for the Australians at this point as well. But until next time, which will be this next week Saturday, which is going to be the All-Star race commentated by yours truly, Justin Silva. And until next time, lots of love and stay safe. We'll see you guys next week. And that's it.
All right. Good job, man. Good job.
Appreciate it, man. Couldn't have done it without
Yeah.
you guys with the graphics and everything, my man.
Yeah. Yeah. Get some rest, man. You must be exhausted. Get some rest.
Oh, I
And
am.
I do not have a single pointer or tip or recommendation to give you. That was great. And just get some rest, man. And avoid getting scolded by your girlfriend. So call her now. Go, go,
Oh
go.
yeah, I do actually. Yeah, that's a good
Yeah,
shout.
man. Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah.
running back
Thank you,
the
man.
intro video just so everyone again sees High
Oh,
Pre and
yeah.
GT Champions with RWB Racing as well.
Okay, okay. Thank you, man. Have a good night. Good night. I'm going to let you go get some rest. Close your eyes. Call your girl, and we'll talk soon. All
All
right.
right. Thanks
Bye.
again, my man.
Goodbye.
Have a good night.
Same to you. Bye.